Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. Donny van der Beek says he wants to repay the Evertonians for their welcome and support that he has received since joining the club on loan from Manchester United in January. He wants to repay that faith as soon as possible, he said. Van der Beek is on loan from United till the summer. Has suggested that he wants to remain at Everton longer than this season as well in the past, doing some of the interviews he's done. But he was talking on the Everton website and talking about the welcome, saying it's this huge club. He wants to repay the faith of the fans. He obviously played 3 times for Everton now. It started the last 2 Premier League games, the 3-0 win over Leeds, and he was in the Everton side that were beaten on the South Coast last week by Southampton. He's up for a tough one this week against Manchester City. But I think he's been quite impressive since he got into the team. And yet the fans have taken to him because he's a player who's neat and tidy on the ball, always wants the ball, likes to take it in tight spaces, and he's been, quite productive. Certainly in the Leeds game. Not so much last week at Southampton, but nobody really played well last week. But the Leeds game showed exactly what he can do. And hopefully he'll be able to do a lot more of that for the rest of the season. And if that's the case, Evertonians will continue to back him and to call for him to move from Manchester United, where he hasn't really had a fair crack at it. I think he'd only made 4 Premier League starts for United in the 18 months he's been there. So he's come into Everton, and it's incredible to think he's already made 50% of the Premier League starts playing for us. So he just needs to keep that form going, and even if he doesn't end up staying beyond this season, if he can really help the team improve the league position, then it'll be a positive experience for him and for us. Everton are in discussions with young midfielder Lewis Warrington. The 19-year-old is on loan at Tranmere at the moment. His contract expires in the summer, and Everton are discussing a new contract with him. He's had a good start to his loan period at Tranmere Rovers. He's had a man of the match appearance already for them, played his part in Tranmere's equalising goal last week. They've been very impressed with him, and discussions are underway, like I say, to keep him at the club. So good news for him, and good news for Everton if he does sign that contract. The Blues today have been linked with a summer move for Chelsea midfielder Billy Gilmour, the young Scot who Frank Lampard did have in his Chelsea side when he was at Chelsea, has been on loan at Norwich City this season. And while he didn't make a great start to life at Carrow Road under Daniel Farke, he's played 11 times for Dean Smith since he came in. He's been out injured the last few weeks, but is close to returning. And there's reports today saying that Frank Lampard is monitoring that situation ahead of the summer. The report also goes on to say that Lampard is monitoring Armando Broja and Conor Gallagher as well. Gallagher scored again last night for Crystal Palace in their 4-1 win at Watford. So certainly Gallagher and Broja. Gilmour, he's a good player, but Gallagher and Broja would be tremendous additions, I think, for Everton. And finally, Everton have been linked with a move once again for Bristol City winger Alex Scott, the young winger who's also played at wing-back as well this season. He's played 27 times for Bristol City. He's got 3 goals. Bristol manager Nigel Pearson says that he's not planning for life without Scott, although he does accept he's attracting big interest from the Premier League. Said it's not something we'll worry about until a bid comes in for Alex, but he's been fantastic so far for us this season, and we are aware that a number of Premier League clubs are monitoring. Everton thought to be one of those clubs, so very interesting there. That's it for the News Daily. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. See you later.